What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about the event summons Cassandra, who everybody will be able to get for free from the game, which is actually pretty damn insane. Now, how far will we be able to take her? I have no idea, but right now, guys, everybody's going to pretty much have her at level 90. Now, if you did buy the KOF pass, you actually can use your selector, and you can take her to A1, guaranteed for sure. Although, I'd say at this point, it might be a good idea just to go ahead and save this, because tomorrow, the Volume 2 banner is going to show up, where we're going to have the other version of Ivy, and we're going to have Mina, and we're also going to have some new towers that's going to show up. So we're going to have to see what's in those towers. Maybe there'll be more memories for Cassandra. Hopefully there's more memories for Ivy. But that remains to be seen. So I really would kind of hold off on that. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, guys, just on a side subject, do make sure that you use your Team Relay tickets if you need to do so you can get all of the rewards out of Broken Destiny. So that way you make sure you can collect everything in here. Even though this is showing that I haven't collected this, I have collected this. This is some bullcrap bug that is going on. But make sure you do play this and collect all your rewards you can out of here. Now, let's talk about Cassandra, guys, because she's pretty damn insane. Now, you can buy her. You can actually come in the shop, and you can go pretty nuts if you really want to, right? But for all you guys that are spenders, I really would ask you to be reserved and just wait and see what we're going to get in the towers and see what we're going to get right before this banner actually ends. So that way you can, weigh out exactly how much money you actually would have to spend in order to get her, right? We can talk about whether or not it's worth it later, but you really, because this, guys, I figured it up last night. It costs you around $350 American to be able to probably A5 her, maybe more, right? $350, $400. It's pretty insane, guys. It's a very, very expensive price tag for the character. However, she is a very, very strong character. This is a level 90 character who I don't have any capsules on whatsoever. She's got almost 84,000 CP, and, well, her leadership, the increased purple element fighter attack by 65% is awesome because it works on all purple fighters. That's actually a really good leadership. The 30% PG rate, very, very nice, right? She'll be able to have her PG super quick. She'll be able to go into her 3 PG or default super fast, which is actually very important for this character. She also has an 80% chance to reset active skill and finish her skill cooldown upon laying an active skill, which is nice, guys. It's going to add a lot more damage for her. Then she increases Soul Calibur 6 fighter attack by 130% of defenses for 20 seconds upon using a finisher skill. So after you use this girl's finisher skill, when you ever have a team up with the other Soul Calibur characters, she's going to give them 130% of defense, guys. And the other Cassandra is a defensive character. She's going to buff up the other version of her tremendously. And then she increases defenses by 150% when HP is 50% or more, and decreases damage received by 70% when HP is 50% or less. This is actually really good because, again, she's got that heal just like all the other Soul Calibur fighters. So if you do guard with her, you can always get the heal. You can always get above this 50% HP threshold. Keep that increased defenses by 150%, which is going to add more damage to her. And always, you'll be above the 50% HP threshold where when you go below 50% HP, you're going to get that decreased damage to 70%. She's actually got quite a bit of survivability, as I will show you guys in a little bit. She also casts a critical hit shield that absorbs damage for 3 seconds when attacked by enemies with 70% or more HP. So just like the other Cassandra, she does have a shield, but she isn't a shield on demand. With the other version of Cassandra, you can just hit the first skill and you got it up, which is actually a lot better than this. But it's still a really nice thing to have because it's going to work in all game modes, which is actually really, really cool. Now, when it comes to Cassandra, this is, again, another reason why she's going to be really awesome. Guys, even at level 90, she's going to be applying all these buffs, right? She's going to apply that increased defense buff from her core, and she's going to apply this increased Soul Calibur 6 fighter defense by 60%. Again, guys, for the other version of Cassandra, this is OP as hell. And the increased active skill damage by 250% for 2 seconds upon use. I mean, it's really, really nice. And then the deal physical damage equals 60% of attack every 0.2 seconds for 1 second upon landing a skill. Increase attack of all teammates by 60% of defense. Again, guys, another huge buff. Right? She just got a lot of buffs, especially for the other version of herself. And then the second skill gives her hyper armor for 4 seconds, gives her a critical rate buff by 35%, which is nuts. And then her third skill, you can move it around just like the other version of Cassandra, and it has increased critical damage by 90%. So you got a huge critical rate buff, huge critical damage buff, huge increased defenses for her and the other Soul Calibur fighters, and she has a 90% chance to reset the cooldown of Angel Step EX upon landing a skill, which is nice, guys. And then her default, increased Soul Calibur fighter attack by 250%. So again, another huge buff for the Soul Calibur fighters. You just got to make sure that you use this default before you switch to the other fighters, so that way you get that increased attack by 250%. That's a huge, huge buff, guys. That is a freaking massive buff, and the obtain 60% power when used is actually really good as well. And I mean, obviously, because she's level 90, guys, I mean, she doesn't have no capsules. She doesn't have no stones whatsoever, right? Because she's not even A1. But yet she can still put in a lot of work. Now, this is my main account where I have a fully leveled up codex, where I have a higher fame system. My fame system is at level 15, I believe. And we're not even going to use her 3PG, just like what we did with Taki, guys. We're not going to use her 3PG just to show her survivability. It's actually pretty damn good if played properly. As long as you're guarding and you're getting that heal, similar to what we did with Taki, she can actually stay alive really, really well. And I don't have the set in the banner, but the Rugal set actually works really, really well for her. I opted to go for these two option cards. They increase critical rate by 8% and critical damage by 20%, and the decreased skill cooldown on top of the increased physical damage dealt to enemies by 65%. I actually got this whenever I was doing my event summons for Cassandra herself, so I thought I'd go ahead and use it. God almighty, you gotta love that artwork, guys. Jesus, that is beautiful. So when it comes to Guild Raid, right, I opted to go ahead and just use her leadership. Again, this is just going to be a complete solo. It seems like you guys really prefer seeing them solo runs instead of the team setups. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you, okay? And we're just going to use her leadership. We're going to use Ivy as a striker because Ivy does, apply a little dot. But she also increased attack by 50%, attack speed by 5%, and decreases skill cooldowns for Cassandra. And let me tell you what, guys. Let me tell you what. Watch this. Crazy, my friend. So I started with the second skill to get that hyper armor. Right, the third skill, reset her skill. Or actually, her core reset her skill. Now, you got to be really careful, right? Once you know Geese's movesets, you can actually be a little bit more aggressive and attack him when he's not attacking, and then guard when he does attack, so that way you get a heal, right? If you get a little bit low in HP, you can always guard, get that heal. Remember, that thing's on a 9-second cooldown. And every time we do that default, guys, we're getting all those buffs from that damn thing. There, I had to guard, right? Now I'm going to get out of here, guys, get away from that darkness, and then we're just going to guard, get a heal, boom, and start running through our skills. And you'll notice I'll do that throughout the entire run. Every time Geese slams down the darkness, I get the hell away from it, and then I just guard so I can immediately get a heal because we just taken damage from the darkness. Right, now I'm getting on the other side, so that way I got some space to move around. Okay, guard, there we go. Right, and you notice I'm very careful, guys, with how I play her, right? I'm not just like face tanking. There we go, we get a bit of a heal. And I'm getting away because he's bringing down the Raging Storm. Again, whenever he applies the darkness, get out of there, guys. And as long as your hyper armor is up and ready, then you can go ahead and use your hyper armor. And I always like to have my hyper armor ready if I can after I do that default, because the default's kind of short. So you want to make sure you have that hyper armor so that way you have that extra survivability. Guard. There we go. Guard. Oh, there we go. Kind of lost a little damage there. That kind of sucked. There we go. Okay. There we go. We run through our skills. And honestly, guys, level 90, look at the score the girl's putting up, right? And considering that we're guarding over and over and over, we don't have our 3PG, and we're just kind of hanging out. There's a lot of moments in this fight where I'm not doing any damage. Yet she's already almost got the 1-piece score at level 90. This is a free character. Now, granted, this is probably going to be a very expensive character to level up. But do you really need to level her up, especially for the Soul Calibur fighters? No, I don't think so. I think you're going to get more than enough out of her just the way she is. Right? And even though we don't have the right dot, right, we're going to break that meter, right? I got out of the way of the Raging Darkness, or the Raging Storm. I wanted to say Raging Darkness, out of the Raging Storm. And now, I mean, look at the damage, guys, whenever that meter is broke. It is crazy. Oh, I just love how she's like, ah! But check out this score, guys, right? 2.2 billion level 90 character complete solo against Nightmare Geese. That's pretty sick. Even though most players probably won't use her for this, they're probably just going to use her as a support. Maybe replace her for Kusanagi with the Soul Calibur characters. And I got to test that yet, but I just wanted to show you guys what she can do as far as a solo character right now, just at level 90. No capsules, guys. No capsules. No 3PG. That is nutty ass score that she's putting up. If I had them capsules on her, she would have done, 2.5 to 3 billion. That's pretty damn nuts. That's pretty damn crazy for a free character. And I still have yet to test her as far as how much her damage buffs actually apply to the other girls. So that'll be another thing I'm going to be working on. But the Volume 2 banner is going to be showing up tomorrow, guys. So I do wish you all good luck on your pulls if you are waiting for Mina and the other version of Ivy. So, guys, let me know how y'all doing in the game. Let me know what you think about the free version of Cassandra. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GK plus 7 times. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.